go with the hard in. Boom. Hard in, folks. Okay. Who was watching AEW? Okay. AEW, yes, Matt Bush. It was running long. And then they still ended it with the Dark Order running to the ring. And now we don't know what's going to happen. Cruel. Cruel. Anyways, welcome to Gotham City tonight. I'm your host. I'm Joel. And you know what? It's been slow news. I think it's gonna be slow news in comics. Well, it's definitely gonna be slow news in movies. Well, it wasn't slow for movies last week, I guess, but it's with the big announcement last week. Everything's gonna be pretty quiet. That's okay. We're fine with that. And you know what? So I thought, what the hell? It's just me tonight. Let's talk about some like cool things like theme parks. And the theme park we almost got, the what is it? The Halloween maze that looked cool, that I feel like there was a hint of something special there that they could build on. And let's just do some fantasy booking of what we would like to see in a theme park. So it's just me and all of you here hanging out. Let's talk about it. But before I get rolling here, let's and there's also no prize tonight because I'm on the parents' farm. So there's no prizes here to be had. Let's say hi to the chat. Let's see who's all here. Stanley is here. What? Pearl candies on the that is dark, my friend. Stanley's Toy Channel is here. Toy Geekosaurus. Matt Bush is here. Gotham Stalker. What Six Flags Great Adventure was supposed to be. Yes, exactly. Smoked Ham is here. Stephen Lawrence. Batboy versus Skylar Davis. Nolan is here. Andy Silva. You know what? He gets 2 shoutouts just in case. I wasn't sure. Derek Hoover is here. Shiny Plastic People. Yes, AW just ending. Cougar McGillicuddy. Frustrated Fan Sports Show. Thank you for being here. Edmonton's own Johnny Cock. Thank you for being here as well. Always make sure to check his Instagram page. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. And smoked ham. I just like saying smoked ham. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into a little bit of history. I was trying to always find, there was a video that used to be, I keep feeling like it was Defunct Land, and they had like a whole breakdown of like what was supposed to be for this, Batman theme park at Universal, which is now down in Florida, which is now where all the Marvel stuff is, all the Popeye stuff, the comic strip stuff. And I kind of wanted to get into a little bit of the history of that, just a tiny bit. Let me see where I put everything for that. You would think I would actually get myself more prepared, but nope. Instead, I decided it would be more fun to watch wrestling. So that's on me. My apologies, folks. So let me get this all sorted out and let me find the drive. Let's go through some photos, have some fun. Screen. Let's do this. Boom. The old Gotham City tonight. All right. Where is this here? All right. So this little page here, this talks about I don't know why I went to this page first. It just had some cool writing and just had some cool stuff that I thought was in there. But let's go through it. Yeah, I'm just going to skip through some stuff. So there was supposed to be a theme park, like a full-on Batman theme park in Universal, which I think is such a smart idea to do. In fact, I think just Batman and DC Comics in general is just such a wonderful thing to do, because it just, to me, I think we've all talked about this before. It all makes so much perfect sense. Just having even the Joker as your main villain screams, "Build me a theme park," right? And here is some concept art for what was supposed to be going down at Universal way back when they were first pitching all of this. So this would have been after 89 and Returns. And that's, yeah, I just thought this stuff was like super cool. Uh, they were going to have like a bat boat show and a motorbike show and all, like, it's just such cool stuff. And there's the harbor. So they were gonna like recreate Gotham Harbor. That's where the boat stunt show spectacular was gonna be, and that's a pretty big explosion. Uh, Again, this is just so much fun stuff. So I just want to we'll go through this here, but I do want to just give a quick talk about it, about how bonkers it would have been if and how if Universal just went for it and did nothing but DC Comics and did like Gotham and did the Metropolis stuff, and just they wouldn't be in the position they are, having to try to deal with all this Marvel licensing chaos, right? Like nobody probably would have predicted back in the late 80s, early 90s that at some point Marvel would get purchased by Disney. But the fact that Warner Brothers still, to this day, I still feel like is underutilizing this franchise. Like, that's just, I understand we're getting like new Batman movies like every 2 years, and toys galore. But I just feel like when it comes to bigger things like this, where you can immerse yourself, that's it. I want immersion. I want more immersion in my Batman. I just feel like we're not getting enough of it. And again, chat, let me know what do you think? Do you think we're that DC could just do better with all this kind of stuff? Because I certainly do. Again, here's some of the concept art for the Bat boats and the stunt show spectacular. This stuff just kills me, and this stuff here too. More concept art. This is for the Metropolis section of all of this, right? Like, it's just, to me, all this stuff just feels like such a no-brainer. And I'll say this even about Disney with Marvel. I think their stuff is too toned down. I think the Spider-Man robot is cool. Obviously, the Guardians of the Galaxy ride is awesome. But Avengers Campus is kind of, the Ant-Man restaurant, kind of a cool gimmick. I just feel like they are also not utilizing their franchises to the highest possible denominator. Everything's about trying to like make it look like MCU, which I understand. That's what people are going to want to see. The Muggles, they're going to want to see the characters, how they see them in the movies. But I just feel like, come on, man, they should be planning already like a Fantastic Four ride out in space. In fact, they should probably do their own like Fantastic Car roller coaster, just anything. But yes, let me digress. We're going to go back. We're going to talk about this Marvel, this DC stuff, right? Like, it would be amazing to have that. Stanley's Toy Channel saying WB underused the DC license in general. I agree. Randall, unfortunately, Universal couldn't do it to DC WB's licensing agreement with Six Flags. I kind of wish I knew more about what that was and how that works, because clearly licenses expire. And I would love to know when that expires and what their next plan is. They've got to be thinking about something bigger than what Six Flags is doing. Just taking a roller coaster and naming it the Riddler is not doing it for me. Matt Bush is saying an escape from Arkham Asylum ride. We're going to get into Arkham Asylum in a little bit. I want to talk about the haunted maze that they have at Halloween during the Warner Brothers tour. And I feel like that is like a stepping stone to what they could do. Right? And Matt Bush is also saying a Batcave replica photo op in a bat suit of your choice. Oof, I don't know if I'd want to be sharing bat suits with folks, but if they had the Batcave with the armory, I think that would be amazing. And if they tried to, because there's the Batcave at the Warner Brothers studio lot, and I think if they did that but better, I think that would be amazing. And of course, have someone in a Batman and Robin costume driving around in a Batmobile. Like that would be ideal, right? I think the theme park in Australia has that. 100%. I'm totally with you. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add my favorite music. There we go. I feel weird talking to myself in this echoey chamber of an old farmhouse. There we go. Yeah, Batcave, but I'm totally down. They should have replicas of all the suits, every one of them. Just do it. Again, this all comes down to my whole thing of like wanting a DC museum. If they could mix in the museum within a theme park, Warner Brothers should just make its own theme park. Whatever. I don't know if Warner Brothers makes enough money anymore to do that, but it would be a lot of fun. Derek Hoover, WB seems to be leaving money on the table, right? Especially when it comes to DC. That's a good, sad comment. Leaving money on the table. I agree. They do that. Frustrated fan sports show. Warner Brothers should just buy Six Flags and create the whole thing. You know what? I'd be okay with that too. If they can afford Six Flags, which I got a feeling they might. I mean, the guy that just buys everything, like capitalism, right? They should be able to do it. Smoked ham. I'd rather have this than the Simpsons Town. You know what? I'll give Simpsons Town some props. I think the Simpsons Town is actually kind of fun and charming. I think I would have. I think I would be sad to see that go. But if they also have a license that expires and it kind of goes back to Disney now that Disney owns it, if they replace, again, Simpsons Town, especially in Los Angeles, in Burbank, I should say, it is so small. But you know what? I'm starving. I'll take it. And Derek Hoover, that would be for a bingo, right? Okay, Randall. Disney can only use Guardians of the Galaxy at the Florida parks due to their contract with Universal. Correct, which is why Guardians of the Galaxy is... I don't know why it's in. If anyone knows why it's in Animal Kingdom, I'm going to assume it's in Animal Kingdom because they need to get more people into Animal Kingdom. Then I get it. But I still feel like Florida should have just made... Same with Star Wars. I think Star Wars should be its own park. But I'm getting ahead of myself. But Star Wars Land should be the size of Hollywood Studio. And so should Marvel. Straight up. These are places you can completely immerse yourselves in. Matt Bush, dated but enjoyed the Hulk coaster and Spider-Man Daily Bugle ride at Universal. I love the Spider-Man ride at Universal. I absolutely adore that ride. The first time I went on it, I was with Craig and Abby and Jake was like, you have to do this. And I was like, oh, you don't have to tell me. And I love the queue where you go into like the 90s style Daily Bugle. It's so good. Randall, Universal Studios Florida has the Marvel license and Marvel rides on the Island of Adventure. Right. Yeah. But that too is going to lapse at some point, isn't it? Like in the next 5 years. But again, I'm reading this on the internet. The internet is never completely accurate. And WB owned Six Flags at some point. Well, that would also make sense, but they need... DC needs Imagineers, man. When I see what Harry Potter's getting and then like Batman not getting that, it just makes me sad. Derek Hoover, perhaps DCWB have an arrangement with Six Flags that has a shelf life longer than Tim Meadows' run on Saturday Night Live. Oh, you're right. Though Tim Meadows, one of the best skits he's done on SNL. Basketball, give it to me. Give me the ball because I'm gonna dunk it. That's easily one of my favorite skits. Shiny Plastic People. I don't think they would have a bat suit I could fit worth a damn. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they would for me either. Like Batman's a big dude, and I'm not a big dude. I'd be swimming in that thing, right? Andy Silva, in fairness, DC has kind of been a mess for a while. I agree. At least Marvel has more or less been steady for about 15 years. Movie-wise, absolutely. Absolutely. I would say in comics, they both get kind of messy at some points, which is kind of unfortunate because the comics, when the comics are good, they're great. Johnny Cock from Edmonton. Imagine if WB did a Mortal Kombat theme park with the launch of Mortal Kombat 1 and the next movie, Fatality Land. It'd be cool if you had to take a boat to get there. That's the only way I'll do it. Right? Dole, you're at your folks. Bust out the Eternia, baby. Oh, it's in the basement. It's so I've only got the middle tower set up, the other two towers, just because it's so big, dude. It's so big, and my parents still they're just like, if I took it out 1 year and I left it out thinking they were gonna leave it out for me, and I was just gonna be I'd come back every year and it would just be there, and they were like, nope, we packed it away. They didn't sell it, but they just packed it away. They said we need to make space. The thing takes too much room, but we left you the middle tower. I'm like, oh, okay, well, thanks, Mom and Dad. Spoke Tab. I still think they should buy that building in Cincinnati that looks like the Hall of Justice and turn it into a museum/theme park. I agree as well. Flash739, does WB not like money? Jim, at Gotham City tonight, Six Flags has their agreement for the use of these characters until 2023. That's this year, as per their 2020 annual report. Thank you, Jim, for that. That's really, really good. That's good to know, right? Oh, sorry, 2053. Oh, that's a long wait. Dude, I'll be dead. That's so sad. Stanley's Toy Channel, there's a Superman museum about 3 hours from Metropolis, Illinois. I want to go to Superman Day in Metropolis, Illinois so bad. Oh, it's at Epcot, the Guardians ride, right? Yes. Right? Thank you for keeping me posted on that. Well, that makes a little more sense, right? City of Tomorrow. I'd still rather just have the Marvel land, its own park. The fourth park, Marvel. I would, that's how I want it. Smoked Ham, I'm still bitter the Simpsons took over Back to the Future at Universal. You know what? I will give you that. If they, maybe they'll bring Back to the Future when they lose Simpsons, whenever that is, right? So, Jim, also be sure to check out his Ghostbusters podcast, right? Yeah, be sure to check that out. As per Six Flags annual report, we are party to a license agreement pursuant to which we have the exclusive right on a long-term basis to the theme park use. The term of agreement expires 2053. Oh, that's so sad. Maybe Six Flags will go under before then. And then we can all be sad for a little bit. Right? That's really... 2053 is so far. Derek Hoover. Oh, no, sir. It's in Metropolis, Illinois. Right? Am I right? Illinois? Yeah. And the offer still stands for Dole to visit Illinois and be treated as a dignitary. Dole, the wife is on this, sir. I would love to go. Absolutely love to go. Jim, so Six Flags has 30 more years of this license agreement. Do you know how old I'll be, dude? On all WB characters with negotiable rates in cost per year. God, that's so sad. I'll be so old. Allison Troy popping in to say hello. We'll have to catch the replay. Well, thank you for coming by, and thank you for saying hello. 'Tis me and the fellas' 7-year anniversary. Well, happy anniversary to you. And we're out to do anniversary things. Atta girl. Have a good live stream. Thank you. Andy Silva, Universal has Marvel rights in perpetuity as long as they keep updating and keep the area in good condition. Oh, well, that's interesting. Flash739, new WB president isn't helping. You're correct. He would build a new theme park and shut it down for a tax write-off. He guarantee it. I would not be surprised at that at all. Derek Hoover, oh, Dole, I must correct you. You're mixing up your SNL Tim Meadows. Oh, Tim Robinson. You're right. I am mixing up my Tims. Thank you for that correction. I do appreciate it. Sal, thank you for being here. What are your thoughts on Night Terrors? Okay. Let me... Oh, that's the big crossover event. Okay. So I have not got to read any of this. And I know that they just came out with the free comic book day thing. They being DC. Like, I love these kind of crossovers and stuff, but I don't think the crossover is over yet. And I just want to wait until it's done and then collect some of the trades. However, the art looks great, and I'm always down for it. I'm actually kind of more excited for Gotham War, to be honest. It's Chip Zdarsky, Teeny Howard working on that. Can't go wrong there, right? Randall, in Phoenix, Arizona, Mattel is building a Mattel World theme park with a Motu section included. The universe gets a theme park section before like a really good Batman one. That's so sad. And I mean, it must be cheap to build in Arizona, right? Toy Arts here. Thank you for being here. Stoked to talk parks. Well, let us know what your favorite park is and what you want to see in a DC park. Zach, let us know. Please, please, please. Sal Sanchez, Six Flags should sell most of their theme parks and invest in DC to make it a Universal Studios Harry Potter. Agreed. I think Warner Brothers, and plus, people kind of forget, like, if Warner Brothers did like a full-on theme park, we're not talking about just Batman. They could do Batman Land, but imagine if Warner Brothers did like their own theme park. They could do Wizard of Oz. They could do Gremlins. They could do Blade Runner. Imagine like a section of the park that only opens at night and it's Blade Runner. Like, that would be outstanding. Like, Warner Brothers has so many good properties, and it's really unfortunate that a lot of this stuff is not taken advantage of, because there's a lot of cool stuff. Just a lot of cool stuff. Shiny Plastic People, Universal's Marvel deal, I know is super sweet deal for Universal because Marvel was bankrupt when they struck the deal. Correct. They were filing for Chapter 11 at that point. That's how like Sony has like those Spider-Man rights, and Fox got those crazy deals on like X-Men. It was absolutely wild time. The Wild West of IPs in Marvel. Frustrated Fans Sports Show. I can't say that name tonight. The first try. I'll try again in a bit. I wanted to apologize to all Six Flags fans. Dan ruined Six Flags and the Commanders for all of us. You know what? Full disclosure, never been to Six Flags. Justin Tongue, thank you for being here. Hey, getting here late. And over the last 2 years, I've been working on a whole DC Universe theme park fan project. Oh, dude, when you're done, let me know. Love to have you back on, and I'll let you pitch it and talk about it and show it. I would love nothing more than that. Derek Hoover, Dan Snyder, the Foot Guy. Yeah, is it? Oh God, because he's like, so yeah. I don't want to get into it. Okay, Andy Silva. I wish Disney would re-theme Rock and Roller Coaster at Hollywood Studios to Muppets Electric Mayhem project that was rumored a couple months back. That would be amazing. Toy Art number one was always Disneyland. I would love a Gotham City with Crime Alley, Axis Chemicals. I think you mean Acme Chemicals, right? Is that what it is? And I don't know, some kind of Batmobile ride? Exactly. All right. Silva Surfer, just popping in to say hi. Smack that like button. Yeah, let's do it. WB has their own theme parks in Dubai, Australia. Yes, they do. And I think they're very, very cool. Hang on. I want to talk about, because we're talking about that Batmobile ride. Check. Like, this is bonkers to me. Like, this was supposed to be like a roller coaster type ride where they're like in Batwings, and you go through the Batcave. You go through the Iceberg Lounge, and you go and fight the Penguin. And you can see it's all very like Batman Returns themed. So it had like the circus. It had, you can see Max Shrek's on here, and again, apparently you would like it. You'd be battling. It'd be battling roller coasters. So you ride a penguin or you ride the Batmobile. Either way, this Batmobile ride thing, it looks very similar to something Kenner has already made, and I just can't quite put my finger on it. But I love it. I love it. I am all here for it. What else did I bring with me? Yeah, here's the. That's what I use for my thumbnail. This big explosion. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Where are we? Where are we? All over the board here. I might go through some stuff again here. There we go. Right? That beautiful Tim Drake Robin. Just hanging out at the parks. I'd be all for that. This was one of the plans, the concept arts for the for Universal with these giant Superman or giant Batman statues. I would kill to have seen that. The bat signal and stuff. Oh man. Hurts to see that. Right? I would love nothing more than that. Let's see here. What do we got from you guys here? Shiny Plastic People. I remember when Elitch Gardens was a Six Flags. That was just adding WB costume characters wandering around the existing park. See, I always feel like they can almost do more, right? Oh, Axis Chemicals is from Batman 89. Sorry, 89 is not my canon. So, not my fault. It's Ace Chemicals anyway, right? Did I say Acme? But that sounds like something I would totally do anyway. But yes, to me, it's always Ace. Even when I knew it was Axis Chemicals in 89, I was still calling it Ace. I think I was still calling it Ace Chemicals, which is I find really, really funny. Frustrated Fan Sports Show. First try, no warm-up. Oh, yeah. I remember it was supposed to be based on Tim Burton movies. Yeah, correct. Right? Toy art. Also, if we're talking WB Disco, I want Ghost Adventures experience complete with all the bro in out. Yeah, we'd have to do it. But yeah, this is just so cool. The art they have for all this. So here's your Batmobile stunt show. Like I can't imagine like a boat show, a Batmobile show, like explosions and things going huge, and to me this is the best. Here's the lagoon, the Batman lagoon for the stunt show. So you've got your entrance where they'd come through, and this is just wild to me that they, a lot of this went this far, but I guess a lot of pitches do, right? Here's some more concept art for what it could have possibly been, right? There we go. Look at that. Oh. Awesome. These are great. I think we need superpowers to make toys of these. Yeah, here's another part of that ride, that dueling roller coasters ride. So you would get stuff from other villains. There's the Shrek. There's the circus. There's the Bat Cave. Look at that. That's so Tim Burton-y. Choose sides in the battle and control for Gotham City, the Batwing ride. Wild. Right? Now we're back to where we started. I love that stuff. I love it. I love this stuff so much. I would do anything to get a good Batman. But I guess maybe the next generation. I won't get one in my lifetime. That's clear now that Jim has ruined my life. Ryan, I'm now thinking of all these lands for DC, Gotham City, Metropolis, Oa, Paradise Island, Apocalypse, and the 30th Century Legion, an Escape from Krypton ride done like Indiana Jones. Absolutely. That's what I mean. And you got to remember, there's so much stuff that Marvel can do too that they have not touched on. Right? It's bonkers. Yes, and Ace Chemicals. It'll always be Ace Chemicals to me. Derek Hoover, this concept art is on par with the Superpowers concept art. Agreed. I love this stuff. And this stuff to me is just so much fun. It gets me so jazzed up. Justin, oh yeah, I have all those on my park plans. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Jim, related sidebar. The worst Six Flags WB licensed attraction was Green Lantern First Flight They tore it down because it was a miserable experience that gave people back and neck injuries. Oh my God. Oh, I'm going to look that up. That's insane to me. Okay. Jim, the Batman The Ride remains amazing. Where is that? Tell me. Tell me where that is. Smoked Ham, what about the Bat Glider ride in Soaring California? Yeah, right. What about a Bat Glider ride like the Soaring California ride at Disneyland? It's again, right? Like some of this stuff just seems like no-brainer. Fun stuff. I love it. Justin Tongue, the Batman The Ride is almost the perfect roller coaster. I'm gonna look that up. Randall, a DC haunted area with Spectre and the House of Mystery and Deadman, the Phantom Stranger. Dude, we're gonna get into haunted houses in just a hot minute. Gotham Stalker, the Batman and Robin ride at Six Flags was dueling roller coasters. So it looks like they did some of that came to be, but this one looks way more immersive, right? Like it looks bonkers. Derek Hill, that Green Lantern ride was a bastard. That's so funny. Great Adventure in New Jersey. Wow, look at that. I'm already caught up on that. I want to bring up one more thing here. Let's see if I can remember which tab I put it under. There we go. Okay. So I found this a long while ago. I had to do a quick search to get it, to find it again. Hang on. We're going to do this. So they did an Escape from Arkham Asylum maze at the Warner Brothers Studio Tour, which I think is absolutely bonkers. So thank you. Hang on, who's doing this? Sharp Productions. Thank you, Sharp Productions. But yeah, so they had the mobile from the Arkham games, from Arkham Knight, out on display. This is at the Warner Brothers Studio Tour. And this is during Halloween. This is absolutely bonkers. So you go through the Arkham gates and Arkham Asylum. See, this to me right here just kind of like proves like you can do something super cool. And if they did something that was more permanent, I think it would be even better, because this has got a very Universal Studios horror maze vibe to it. And I think this is so cool. So you get your photo ops as if you just got arrested by Batman. Right? Harley Quinn checks you in. Very cool. Right? The fact they got like the live actors and stuff just makes it so much better. But I feel like this is all very, very beautifully done. Right? Great set decoration. It's very much based off the video game. But I love this. So I think this is where... Oh, yeah. I think they've got the puppet up there. Or is it Judge Joker? I can't tell. The camera guy didn't really pan up. Right? Very cool. So now you get to go through your tour of the asylum. Right? This really cool walkthrough. Hang on, let's get through. This person really likes filming this other person. Okay, so this is where they got... There are people that are broken out, but I love how they've got the little calling area for when you have guests. Gosh, actually, I'm not going to lie. This makes me want to play the Arkham trilogy again. This is like super cool, right? Scarecrow in the morgue makes perfect sense. A go-go dancer, for whatever reason. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but it's a good distraction. Look at that. Great Riddler costume, too. See? Very cool. Get them jump scares going. Yeah, this is like one of the. This is what kind of shows to me that like they can do this stuff. Like, so I think they just need to do it, right? Some horror aspects, some trippy mind games. This is great, right? Fun perspective stuff. This is like super cool. Poison Ivy area. Again, awesome. This is awesome. I know I'm just sitting here geeking out watching this, but this is like so much fun to me. Right? Great Penguin. Right? Joker. I mean, you'd need to have it. It's a pretty good costume. Right? You can get past the flaws while, you know, kind of in the dark and stuff and the black lights. So, but it's pretty good. Right? And then that's it. I think. Let's see here. Yeah, that looks like you're back to the start with Harley. Again, just very, very cool. The mannequins are a little cheese. Oh yeah, this is where there's a Batman hiding. There's a Batman hiding in here somewhere. Right? Very, very cool. This is what I love this stuff. And there it is. It is done. It is done. But that's it, right? And that just has me thinking, like, man, they could totally get away with doing stuff like this. And it's such a bummer that they don't. But let me go back to the comments. Let me see what you guys think. Let me tell me what you think of like these kind of like haunted style mazes. Maybe we just need more of that stuff, right? Jim saying Batman Ride was a suspended overhead roller coaster first opened at Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey, but Magic Mountain outside LA has it too. Let's go when you're out here. Maybe it's just another time I need to go down to LA. Might be time. Z Harv, thank you for being here. Dude, Batman the Ride Chicago was awesome. If it had a Batmobile outside of it. Which Batmobile? I'm going to assume 89? Derek, Joel, have you ever heard of the Batman the Ride at Six Flags? Dude, Great America has it outside of Chicago. Yeah, okay. I think I do know about Batman the Ride. I actually just don't even know really what it entails. And for some reason, when someone says Batman the Ride, I keep thinking of those old Star commercials. Stephen Lawrence, back in the 90s, I went on the Batman ride at Six Flags Astro World and and what little I remember, it was awesome. Batmobile outside, Bat ski boat, and Penguin in the line queue. It was an epic hanging coaster. Man, okay. Clearly, I don't get out of Canada enough. All right, Randall, two of the best coasters are Superman's and Wonder Woman's in Fiesta, Texas, in San Antonio. If you go on YouTube, you can watch the coasters, but the Superman coaster where they lay flat and you fly. Oh, that's kind of fun. That would be fun. Justin, the Superman coaster at Six Flags is amazing. Okay. Maybe I'll stop talking shit about Six Flags. Derek, Afterworld leaned pretty heavy on DC, yeah? Wasn't there a pretty sweet Superman ride there too? And I think that's what they were just talking about. Stephen Lawrence is saying this was mid-90s. I mostly remember the Batman stuff and Looney Tunes land. There probably was a Superman, but I was all Batman at the time. And that's completely understandable. I think most people were. Jim, the Superman ride is at Magic Mountain 2. It has a maglev bullet coaster called Escape from Krypton. Oh, so they are using Escape from Krypton as a thing. And yes, Steve, we are all still big into Batman. It's all it's accurate. It's accurate. And yeah, Z Harv is saying it was the 89 Batmobile that was out front. Jim, New Jersey went all in on WB theming too. Bugs Bunny Land, Batman the Ride, and Free Fall and Splash Waterfalls became Stuntman's Free Fall and Splash Water Effects. Hey guys, you want to go ride splash water effects? Jim, we also got the right stuff. The Mach 1 adventure. The right stuff? Like New Kids on the Block? Smoked Ham. It's too bad these company executives are out of touch with actual fans. I know, I feel like that across the board sometimes. That they are not on board with what we think is cool. Even at like 40, I feel like what I would want in a Batman land isn't too far off from like the general public. It's pretty low hanging fruit. If they would just sit with like 100 fans, actually listened, they'd make money. Agreed. But they're probably going to ask, how much does this cost? What? And they'll see that price tag, or sticker shock, and they won't understand what returns are. Derek, hell, have the damn Blue Beetle ride where the vehicle is the bug. I am absolutely with you on that. That would be a lot of fun. Randall, there's a Six Flags in Quebec, but no DC presence, so that's typical. Frustrated Fan Sports Show. Harley Quinn hammer the like button, folks. Oh, yes, please. Please, we're talking theme parks and fun. All right, everyone. We've seen what could have been. We've seen what they are doing. What do we want? Do we want the Arkham Asylum haunted house? Do we want to go full on with a Green Lantern ride like Space Mountain? But you have all the projections of Green Lantern and Sinestro and all the different rainbow cores of orange and blue and purple and yellow and green and pink and red. Of course, it's got to have Rage in there, right? Because I want the kitty on the roller coaster. Like, is that the kind of stuff that we want? I know we would just keep it simple. Even if they just kept it the Trinity of Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman somehow, or even just Batman. But I think they would have. I think if I could totally see with how everything's kind of going right now with DC, with James Gunn. I think, like, no matter what they did, if they wanted to do a Batman theme park, they would have to involve Superman. And I do agree. I think if you were to do anything DC related, you kind of need both Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. You kind of need the Trinity. And I think instead of doing a Batman boat show, if they're going to do all of DC, a DC Universe thing, we left out one of the most important characters, whether you like him or not. I think they would need to do an Aquaman show in the water. It just makes perfect sense, right? That would be like, to me, that would be like so much fun to have that. And I think it would be kind of cool to have like Teen Titans come out. If they did like special nights like at Disneyland, you know how they do Star Wars night, Pride night, Princess night. I think it would be super cool if they did the same thing for Warner, like with the DC stuff. Because you could do like, oh, we're doing Cosmic Night. And so you get all these like more cosmic characters. And then you could do like, you could have Teen Night. They bring, like, you know how Disney brings in like high schools for grads and that stuff to take over California Adventure? Do that. Same thing. But then the characters you have out are the Teen Titans. To me, that would be the coolest. I know I would have done anything to spend my grad with Robin and Starfire. Absolutely. Derek Hoover, the money they dump into market research could be ditched in favor of just hopping in a damn comment section of a live chat. Absolutely. Agreed. I agree with that. Jim, the Right Stuff ride was theater of seats of moving pistons and stuff. So kind of like Star Tours, based on the 1983 movie The Right Stuff, with starring The Right Stuff with that hair. Yeah. Okay, it was the ride where you simulated breaking the sound barrier. So it's Star Tours. Got it. Derek Hoover, Space Mountain as Green Lantern ride. I am all for that. Yes, me too, dude. I would love that. Justin Tung, I always envisioned a DC Universe park as a totally immersive experience where you would literally entering the DC Universe through a portal opened by Star Labs. A boom tube would work too, which would be entrance to the park, right? It's just like, I think that's what I like about the Mario Land at Universal. it kind of, I'll even give the Star Wars land some props on this too, because you go under that, you kind of go into that tunnel and you kind of go through, like you're kind of leaving Frontierland, and then you find yourself in Black Spire Outpost on Batuu, and then with Mario Land, you go through that pipe and you come out of Princess's Castle, and I think that's like, I agree. I think that those kind of entrances make things really kind of special and fun. Daniel Balmforth, thank you for being here. WB Movie World Tour here in Gold Coast, Australia. That's the one I'm thinking of. It is decided up. It is decided up into works. Batman, Looney Tunes, Scooby-Doo, Superhero Show. You used to have Matrix and Police Academy. Wow. I'm going to find that thing on the Police Academy, right? Gotham Stalker, it's actually indigo and violet. Whatever, man. It's purple. Here in Canada, we call violet purple. Derek Hoover, toy companies seem to be wising up and doing this, and if movie execs just spend a week doing things like this, there'd better returns. I half believe that. I half believe that. I think the first thing studios need to do is pay some writers. I think it's time to start doing that. I kind of go back to what Daniel was saying here too, right? The Gold Coast, Australia stuff. I was looking. I'm going to see if I can find it. Hang on. Gold Coast, Australia, DC parade. Okay. Right. This is like one of the coolest things. So this is right from the Gold Coast. Let me get rid of these ads. You know how it is. Okay. Give me one hot minute. All right. We're going to watch this parade while we talk to the chat. All right. But I did want to go through this. I think this is like super cool. I did. Derek Hoover. Toy companies seem to be, okay. Sorry, we did that one. Toy art. Okay. I need a Peacemaker ride or show with Eagly. Dude, they should have a Peacemaker that has an Eagly that you can like pet. And he's kind of like one of those like animatronic puppets that you can hug. An Eagly you can hug would be absolutely the best. Hang on, when is this parade starting? There we go. All right. Back to it, folks. Here we go. Gotham City Police Department. Hanging out here. A Peacemaker stage show. Yes, right? Could you imagine like an after hours event where it was like you had characters like Peacemaker and villains and all that kind of stuff out? That would be awesome. Smoked Ham, easy. Aquaman stunt show like Waterworld. Exactly, right? Best part is when the Mariner swims and flies out of the water to fight. It would be, dude, you could do so much with it, right? All this stuff kind of writes itself. It's good. Look at that. Supergirl on a float, folks. Right? Australia's got it good. I hope you realize how good you got it, Daniel. We have all the Batmobiles and costumes on display at the moment. Wow. They are building a new Flash Speed Force roller coaster at the moment. Oh, come on. I hope you appreciate this, Daniel, because this is like amazing. Right? Like, look at this. The Flash and Green Lantern just hanging out. You would think there would be more on the Justice League float. Not that I'm complaining, but maybe just a little more. Just a little more. All right. Just telling, well, yeah, Star Labs using boom tube tech. Yes. We're all on the same page here. Boom tubes. Right. Randall, Aquaman would be a great water coaster. A virtual Hawkman ride as he and Adam Strange tries to stop the war between Thanagar and Ron. That's some deep cuts. but I'm here for it. Look at this. Wonderful. God. Hands down, this is like so cool, right? This parade. Thank you for sending me this way, Daniel. I appreciate this. This is super cool. Derek Hoover saying, "Dang, there was a police academy section at the theme park." Yeah, I'm thinking that I felt the same way. This is like bonkers. Look at this, Tonian. Right? I find this parade float rather weird, right? Because like once you're on the side, you can't see anything. That's a really weird thing to have. Randall, we need a Ghostbusters world at Universal's with an Ecto 1 coaster. Do we? I mean, yeah. I mean, I would like to see Ghostbusters back at Universal for sure. I don't know if I would need an Ecto 1 coaster. Well, maybe. I don't. Let's put it this way. That's such a cool float too. If they ever brought back Ghostbusters, not to get into Ghostbusters on a Batman chat here, I think whatever they do, I can tell you what I don't want, and I don't want the Buzz Lightyear ride, or even like the Mario. Well, maybe. Yeah, I just don't want one of those rides where you have to like shoot things and collect points while you do it. Just whatever you do with Ghostbusters, don't make ride that. Though I guarantee you they would. That's a nice Bat Cave. Oh, look at that. Batgirl of Burnside. Look at those yellow boots. That's quite something. Oh, and Catwoman too. Oh, Nelly. Look at this big fight. Hang on. Sorry, folks. Kid, get out of the way. They're facing off. I don't want to have sound on here. I don't want to get like clipped for anything. Okay. Batgirl's like sticking up the boots. Oh, they are fighting. Oh, this is great. Look at this. Wow. Right? Wednesday night fights, folks. Look at that roller coaster going on in the background while this is happening. This is amazing. I love this. This is so good. That's it. I guess I'm going to Australia. Gotham City tonight. Off to Australia, folks. We got to do this. Well, that was certainly fun. That's cool. I like that. But yeah, okay. Enough Ghostbusters talk. All right. If they... What is this? You have to be salt tasted? I like that, though. Flash739. The Flash roller coaster kidnaps you to a remote cabin. Boo! No. Randall just watched the video about the Batman Legacy Collection at WB Gold Coast. I am definitely going to be Googling the shit out of this. This is great. Derek Hoover yes, they're having as you watch, they were having a walk-off. That was great. Z Harv, it'd be the slowest ride ever. No offense to the Ecto, but it's not known for speed like a coaster. Maybe a VR experience where you trap ghosts. I think Ghostbusters did a VR experience, right? Someone correct me if I'm wrong there. Glow DC edition. I would love that. Smoked ham? That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. All right. Gosh, they really take their breaks here between. Look at that. Oh, here comes Batman and Batgirl. I bet you this Batmobile is a two-seater. Oh, look at that suit. Get in your car, buddy. It's okay. Oh, is he fighting? Oh. My apologies. I've got a public mobile ad. I don't know what that is. Do you have a phone? And his first 5G subscription. And a car commercial. This is what I get for fast forwarding, folks. My apologies. But we get to look at a Kia Sportage. I think that's Toronto. Oh, so Batman gets to do a fight scene too. Oh, this is kind of fun. Yeah, I'm all for this. This is cool. Right? I think Universal had a Ghostbusters stage show. You are correct, Derek. They reused some of those parts for when Universal did Halloween Horror Nights and had the whatchamacallit, the Ghostbusters Haunted Maze. Toy Art, I want a Hall of Presidents of Who's Who in DC. I would love that. I would love it if they, yeah. I'm trying to imagine it. Like I can see it. I am Aquaman. I am ruler of all 7 seas. This is my wife, Mira. I think I'd be totally down for that. Yeah, only if it's like the Hall of Presidents at Duff Gardens. Absolutely. Good call. That's a good call, Derek. I like that. Look at this. Batman's just beating up punks. God, who's going to clean that up? The park staff? Oh, Two-Face? Oh, it's Two-Face and his goons? Okay, hang on. Oh, yeah, okay. Goon Squad. Oh, here we go. So this is it. This is where they start kicking. They did all the heroes in this parade, and now we're getting to all the villains. This Joker's great. He's very comic booky. And the Harley is very, well, this is kind of like, this is kind of like it's like the comic book. And the Harley is from her animated series. Well, that's fun. What else we got? Oh, more Gotham City Police. Oh, and here it is. The parade's coming back. So you get it twice. Attaboy, Hal Jordan. Looking good, buddy. I want to know, has anyone been here? Has anyone done this? I want to know. Man. See, look at that. That's the Wonder Woman they use for the new superpowers. That's it. Same cape and everything. I love it. Hall of Presidents or Hall of Justice? Ooh. Have to be done Hall of Justice. Randall, I wish McFarlane would do a 2-seater Red Robin car from Tim Drake's OG series comic book run by Dixon and Grummett. Did you know that Grummett is from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan? That's where he lives. He lives here. DC character breakfast store merch, downtown DC WB Hanna-Barbera stunt shows, endless. Agreed. I do think it is endless. All right, we are hitting up that 1 hour mark. I do want to just finish this up because you know what? I'm here visiting my folks. Kind of want to see my folks for a little bit. Got here and I've kind of been working all the time, but everything's been going good. But I did want to just talk about theme parks and just geek out about it a little bit. And because I love this stuff too. We all do, right? Like that's why we're here. We love all this kind of fun stuff. And you know, if you know anyone that's gone to, like if you've gone to this theme park, I want to know more about it for sure. I want to go. I think we should all go. I think we should all plan a trip and go. I think that would be the most fun. But anyways, I'm going to close it out. So thank you everyone for hanging out here. Thank you for everyone who hit that like button, who's about to hit that like button. I will be back next week. Lexi will be back with me next week as well. And we'll probably talk some more comics because I'm going to go swing by the comic book store and finally go catch up on my readings so that we can talk about some of this stuff. And I've got no update for you if the Spider-Verse stuff is happening. That article from the Vulture kind of put a damper on things. It might have ruined things for us. So it might be some time before we get to do it. Not quite sure what's happening there. But I'll just keep harassing work and see if we can get some Spider-Verse episodes going. And until the meantime, we'll just keep talking comics And you know what? That reminds me too. I actually have to send out an email to Chip Zdarsky and Teeny Howard, so I'm going to do that as well. So thank you everyone for being here. Thank you everyone for hanging out, and I will see you on Tuesday at Toy Anxiety. And if not, hopefully see you here. And thank you for anyone watching the replay. All right, take care everyone, and have a great night.